Is it? I mean, it would be nice once to meet, like to do it in person. Did you ever consider that?
Yeah, we did. We have done. We did one last year in person.
Yeah,
You met and did one. I will arrange one for later on in the year and do one that way. Okay.
I thought it's more flexible time now in
Yeah,
the
what we
summer.
did was I met Zarika. We met Zarika, Crystal, Hannah. There's about eight of us met up in London.
Everyone he likes except us.
Yes, and that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was, well, I'll do another one. But yeah, so here's the thing we worked out is I spoke to this young lady. She said she runs a company where she does assisted living. So her staff go out to look after old people. So I
Yeah.
said to her, so you're doing what each day? And she goes, she's doing 3 posts a day for social media. So I asked basically two questions. The first question I said, how's it going? And she goes, it's not working at all. So my second question, though, it's come because I said, so why are you still doing it? And she said, because everyone else is doing it. That was a statement. And I went, okay, right. I goes, let's look at something seriously. I said, you working in social with people, okay? I goes, have you ever seen Booper doing a TikTok dance on social media? And she got why? I goes, well, think about this. I says, I'm looking for somewhere to put my granddad, someone to come and see my granddad. What I want to see is a professional advert or something done professionally that shows you're professional. Because if all you're doing is posting stuff on social media, I keep seeing, I'm like, hold on a minute, this company, all they do is post social media. When are they looking after people? Hi, Zarika. So yeah, and they're not. So what I said, you've got to look at your audience, who you're targeting, and is it really worth that time? I don't care what business you're doing. If you're spending 3 hours a day on social media, that's a waste of 3 hours. It really is, okay? Because the bottom line is it's called social media, not social business. And this comes as a shock to people. Our clients are not interested in our business unless they want to buy something. Apart from that, they really don't care. It's right odd, because they might follow a pop star or something like that, but they're not interested in us on a day-to-day basis. So us trying to force themselves onto their feeds is the wrong way about it. Secondly, when you're doing social media like that, you're gambling. What you're gambling is that the right people are on at the right time to see what you're doing. Okay. And think about this number. Everyone assumes this, right? Every single person needs to eat food. So the assumption would be if I do an advert today, everyone's going to run out and buy food. Incorrect statement. 1 in 7 people each day buys food, approximately. Okay, so today, only really maybe 10% of the population are actually thinking about going shopping for food. Okay, so that means the rest of them don't care about my advert because it's a waste of time. So what we've got to try and do is we've got to try and first of all, you've got to try and find your avatar, that mythical beef that's out there somewhere that tells you who's our perfect client is. Then you've got to work out, right, where's my avatar and where are they buying? And how do I get in front of them when they're buying? I mean, I'll give you a classic for adverts. When I was younger, I'd be at college and I'd work out, it goes, right, I've got enough money to go out either Friday or Saturday. I'd go, right, Saturday's better than Friday. So I'm going to sit at home with my mum and watch telly. 6:30, on comes the following adverts. Hofmeister follow the bear. Stella Artois, I'm now in the shower. Okay. The advertising was timed perfectly at people like me because they knew I'd be thinking about going out. And they want me to go out and drink beer. And that's what you call absolutely stunning targeted marketing. Now, with social media, what that now lets us do is it lets us target people directly. Okay. Now, the best way to target people who you want to buy is let's say we took hairdressers, for instance. Okay. Now, to contact hairdressers normally is really hard. Because if you put in hairdressers, you're going to get everyone looking for their haircuts. Okay. So if you was targeting hairdressers specifically, it's nearly impossible to do it marketing wise. That's been a lot of money. Let's say you're targeting 10,000 hairdressers in the country. That's really hard to do. You've got to think back to front. There will be an event this weekend where you're going to have 4,000 hairdressers. What you should be doing is targeting that event with your marketing because they're out in buying mode looking for things for their businesses. So if you can get an advert in front of them, okay, you're more likely to get them to come through. I did a test last year on that precise one. There was an event in Dundee. So what I did was I did an advert and I geared it, and the advert said this. It says, "Hi, we hope you're enjoying the hair and beauty training event." What that does is when they see that advert, they go, "No, yeah, I'm here. What's it about? Is it something about the show?" And then I said, "Are you struggling with your software?" So get the attention, the things. I had 62 hairdressers complete a form asking for information on how I can save them money on their software. Okay. And that advert cost me £3.90. All right. So I knew where they were. I knew what I wanted to sell them. Okay. So I did it. So I targeted that particular thing. So come September, what we got to do, guys, is this: is look at what your business does, and then try and find all the trade shows that are going on for that. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to target those specific shows. Okay. And if it goes right, it does. I mean, where was it? Birmingham. I did a car show in Birmingham, Gravity. And I did an advert for differently. So I says, "Hi, hope you're enjoying your days at Gravity. Have you got a question about cars? Go and find this guy." There was a picture of me wearing a black t-shirt with my spec on it. Go and find Rob and ask him any question you like about cars. 20 people asked me a question about cars. Do you know what I know about cars? Absolutely nothing. Okay, but I was experimenting to see what would happen. And so it's things. I mean, if you do a show, shows can cost between a small, tiny one where a little tiny village maybe might be 30 or 40 pounds, up to, if you go like the NEC and stuff, you're looking at 5,000 plus pounds. And I'm pretty confident that if you spent 5,000 plus pounds at an event, you're never going to get your money back, ever. And stuff, because it's just, you're spending way too much money, and the people there are not engaging with you. Their people don't engage. Here's the worst thing: you'll be standing on your stand and they're walking past looking at their phone. It's really weird, okay? And what we do know is, we know right now, I can give you one guarantee right now: 90% of your clients are most probably holding their phones in their hands right now, scrolling social media. Okay, that's a fact of life. That's what we do. What we've got to do is look at it backwards and try and find them where they're marketing. Now, the reason why we do back to front marketing now is, at the moment, no one's doing it. So you've got a good chance of being found. Once more people learn this and it starts getting flooded, it will be a waste of time and be a nightmare. So that this is a simple way to do that as well. The other thing with Facebook is on demographics. Facebook demographics are odd. They're not what you think they are. Like, for instance, you couldn't just advertise for someone who's rich. Facebook doesn't let you get into that demographics. You've got to be clever. So if you've got a product that is high end, I would tell people to advertise to people that go away on holiday more than 4 times a year. That means they're affluent. Okay, so there's ways you can bend the Facebook market as well to only be seen by the right set of people. So if there was a trade show for holiday homes and you sold £1 million holiday homes, then you would target that event. But instead of targeting everybody, you only target people at that event who also travel abroad for holidays more than 4 times a year. So you're able to not just target the event, you're able to target the correct demographics as well.
So you have to be part of that event,
No,
right?
no.
How you target then the event? So
What you do, okay, is when you go to Facebook targets the UK. You can go down to 1 mile.
Yeah.
So you can target a 1 mile radius, okay, on Facebook. And what you do is you put a dot slap bang in the middle of the event and draw a mile around it. Exactly, yeah. So it covers it. So it's only seen by the people in the event and the odd person who's around the event.
Okay. So pick the location of the event.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. In fact, best thing to do, let me show you. Let's go on. Let me just open up Facebook. Okay. Let's pick Sorry guys, give me a second to find my Facebook account. Let's go into AdSense. Oops, Daisy. Give me a sec.
I know, the one with the circle and you.
Yeah, and then when you see what I do, it's oddly enough, it's really simple. Okay, so let me share my screen with you guys. Give me a second. Let me zoom right there. So if I share my screen. So, right, as you can see, guys, here is, let's come off there, go to there. So, right, here's Facebook, okay? So, let me give you some strange stats. So, what you do is you click advertise, okay? And let's just go for create a new ad. Now, once you go into Facebook, what you want to do, sorry, guys, give me a second. Get this out of the way. Sorry, this thing. Okay, right. So, if you come down the screen a bit, okay, you get to go to, sorry, I'm going to screen the way. So we go to orders. So see here where it says United Kingdom 18 plus. Okay, you can go there and click create new. When you click create new, here's what it lets you do. Okay, it lets you come off the UK. Then let's say, for instance, I put, oh, don't want to get any Caesar. Okay, 1 second. Why is it not? Sorry, my number lock's on. Give me a second. Oh. Okay, so NEC Birmingham. What that does, see that? It's literally drawn me a 1 mile radius around the NEC. Okay, you click save, that's it. Now, only people who are within that circle will ever see that advert. And that's why you're doing. So when you do advertising normally, it's like your spread betting. So if you're targeting 10,000 people in the UK, you've got to spend a lot of money to find those 10,000 people. That's why it costs money to advertise. But if the people are already there, where you're advertising in your location, your budget is lower because you don't have to spend as much money to find them because they're right in front of you. Okay, and you can do that. You can go down to about, I reckon, 100 meters, but it's really hard to do. Okay, what you can do is you can put in what's called a negative location. So I don't think you can do it here. We've got to do it somewhere else. But a negative location would allow you to, let's go down here. So, right, you see I've dropped in, right, I've dropped in here a second pin, okay? But on this pin here, you can make it negative. So it means that people who are in this circle won't see the advert, but people in that bit of the circle and the bit that's not highlighted, they would see they would see the advert. Okay, so there is ways to do it, but the easiest thing to do is I'd say is you ignore the second one, okay, and literally you just go for the one. And generally, all you've got to do is target the NEC or the Excel Center, okay, and that's it. And they're the main two. So wherever the event is, you target it, guys, and then you put in your detailed targeting, what you're after, small business owner, etc. Okay, and that. But if you're targeting a location like this, I wouldn't do the demographics. I'd leave it as is. Okay. Now, here's the beauty. Let's say there's 5 shows on around the UK at the same time. You can target 5 separate locations at the same time. So you can cover all the shows. So you could get one in Birmingham, might be one in Milton Keynes, might be one in Oxford, and you can then cover all the events at the same time. Okay. But the only people that are going to see this are going to be the people that you actually want to see it. Okay, so it's definitely a way of doing it backwards, but you're going to get straight through to the people who need to see.
So you can drop pins and to target different locations
Yeah.
for the
So watch
same.
this. Let's say, for instance, if I go here, okay, and if I went, is it going to give me Birmingham, UK? Okay, so right, so that is Birmingham Town Centre. Okay. Now, for some reason, right, because it's a city, it's forcing me on the outskirts of that city. Okay, so let's go NEC. Okay, so if I did NEC, so now I can go down to a mile. Okay, then I add okay, and the Excel Centre London. See, now I have one pin in Birmingham and one pin at the Excel Centre. Okay, so literally you can target small locations. So if you know where your people are going to be, you can target them. So Chris, for you, Chris, you would target football grounds on a Saturday afternoon.
Well, I only specifically want one football ground at the moment.
Well,
So,
then you just
yeah.
do Anfield. Literally every home game, just target Anfield. And the good thing about for you, Chris, is you've only got to do it for like 3 hours. Okay, but once you set up a location, that location gets saved. Next time you just go to your save section and go Anfield, tick, and it pops up. Okay, and that's the idea. And it's just a simple way of giving yourself a fighting chance at things. And you're only going to spend maybe £5 for a weekend, guys. So it's not even expensive to do either.
That's a good idea.
And I would say compared to what we're trying to do at the moment, it's actually not too bad. It's quite good. And it allows you to at least get a fighting chance of doing it. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you is the most successful advert we've now run is one for Hannah. Okay, and currently, let's go back here, go to here. So Hannah's advert, the main one is, let's have a look here. I go to see all ads. Right, so, and also the advert is also very important. Okay, so if you're going to put, if you're going to do, you can get away with a static image. Okay, but this advert here, you've got running for Hannah. Okay, we've had now 111 companies have filled out a form asking for information to help their businesses. Okay, so that's quite good at the moment. Okay, we do it, and hopefully somewhere. Let me show you the advert itself as well. If I can find the advert, you'll see it. It's on Facebook. And we managed to, well, that's what I say, well, Hannah managed to get the advert spot on. And it absolutely resonates with people who are struggling with their businesses. They sort of like, what we realized is people are struggling to do their marketing. And sorry, guys, a lot of posts here. Le Mans. Is it real? Bum bum. Right, let's go down here. So you can see Hannah has a lot of posts. But Oddie, it looks a lot. It's only 2 a week. One on a Friday, one on a Monday or a Friday. But if she goes away somewhere, we just post live things from where you are. That was at Le Mans. Do you know what? I thought I had an app. I want to go into my app somewhere else and find it. Give me a second, guys. How far back did I post it?
Look by date.
Right, let me do in. I can't remember. I can't remember when I posted it. Okay, right. Let me come out there. I'm gonna find it. Right. So the second thing to do is we've got to make sure also that the adverts you place also say something to the audience. Okay. Now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a static image, okay, or whether it's moving. It's the same thing. Right. Let me share this with you. 1 second, guys. Right. Let me share this screen again. So if I share my screen. Right, guys, tell me, hopefully you can.
Yeah, we can see it.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Watch this video, okay?
Sick of videos, sick of editing, sick of it all. You didn't start your business to become a TikTok star. You just want to serve your clients and make money, not stress over content. Now, you are managing editors, learning scripts, and filming constantly. It's just too much. Let us take it all off your plate. Video, captions, everything. You just show up and sell. Book a call now, and let's make your content stress-free.
Okay, now, half the people I spoke to who filled up the form said to me, I'm sick of doing my own adverts. How can you help me? It resonated that well with them. They were literally saying, yeah, we are sick of doing our adverts, because we knew they were. We knew they were because everyone's struggling to put content out. And what we said to a lot of them was this, was I had one guy, he was paying 150 to 200 pounds per video. He'd made about 30 videos and they weren't working. So I said to him, why not make one decent video instead of loads of rubbish ones? And he goes, what do you charge? He goes, you want a proper video done? It's going to basically last you next year or two. It's £2,000. He goes, it's too much money. I goes, why? You only need one advert. And he said, no, I'm going to carry on buying the cheap ones. I didn't even bother talking to him. I thought, listen, if you don't understand that what you're doing is not working, we can't help you as a company, because the adverts he was doing were just like whiteboard adverts that there was no message, there was no call to action. It didn't ask people to click a button down below. Okay. And what you notice of our adverts was we're asking people questions. If you can get someone to agree with you, are you sick of your adverts? Yes, I am. Are you sick of trying to do this? Yes, I am. Once they've said yes 3 or 4 times, they've already told themselves they need your help. Okay. And so when you're talking to people as well, when your adverts, you can be quite things. I mean, I've realized lately when I speak to people about for this with Hannah, I can be quite blunt. Okay. And I'll say to them, how's it going? And they'll say terrible. I go, well, I could have told you that. And then I say what they're doing. And I'll say to them, look, I'm going to predict your future. This time next year, you're going to be in exactly the same position, because you're not changing just change what you do, change your things. Other things someone said to me, and my daughters all the time, no one uses Facebook apart from the 4.1 billion daily users. Yeah. Sorry. The next closest one to Facebook is Instagram at 900 million. Okay. I don't care what anyone says to you. Okay. Your client base is on Facebook. My daughters claim they don't use Facebook. Every time I do a post, my daughters like my Facebook post. That tells me they are on Facebook. They think they're not, guys, but they are. Okay. And most will visit. Now, the difference in Facebook and Insta is this as well. How they run these adverts for Hannah, we noticed something really quickly. On Facebook, that advert of Hannah's had an average watch time of 4.2 seconds. And they were off it. Gone. Okay. On Facebook, it was 29 seconds. Okay. What that showed us was people on Facebook are actually watching and reading. People on Instagram are watching but scrolling. I watch my daughter do it. She'll sit like this and she'll scroll and she'll go like, and she'll go scroll and she'll go like, and she'll go scroll. She's not reading it. Look, she's looking for pretty pictures to like. Okay. People on Instagram and TikTok are looking for instantaneous gratification. They don't want to read. They'll look at something, like it, and go on. People on Facebook, though, because there's less posts on Facebook, they tend to read more. So if you want to get through to your clients, you can do it. But again, if you're doing paid advertising, I wouldn't do it on Insta, wouldn't do it on TikTok. I've tried for several people and it failed miserably. Facebook always seems to work. Okay, so I think people spend more time reading what you're writing. Also, don't forget to use, whatever you write, use ChatGPT to shorten it and make it more snappy. Whatever you write, I know it sounds odd, okay? What ChatGPT is really good at, it's good at taking what you've written and making it just sound much better, okay? And it will write it in a much more snappier way. And if you say to it, right, I want a call to action, here's what I've written, give me a call to action, tell them why they need it, and get them to click a button. And it will break it down and spit it out much better for you. That is one of the things it is really good at, without a doubt. So we're all there. Who have we got here today? Shivani, you're doing the book. How's your book going? You're on mute. Yeah, down the bottom of the screen. 1 second. Can I get you to 1 second? Ask. You should. There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So I've got the pages on my album.
Yeah.
But I just haven't, but I've set up my Facebook page, The Wandering Pro, which I'm going to send around invitations to follow my page. I've just added the backdrop.
What you've got to do, Shivani, is tell the guys, what's your new Facebook page called?
The Wandering Quill.
And it's going to be about, is it about your book or any book?
My books, but relating to any genre,
Okay. Okay.
multiple genres.
Yeah. Yeah. What I've noticed, guys, a lot of you guys have started writing books, and getting them out there. Let's think about it. So I know, who's the one, oddly enough, the most successful one so far seems to be Crystal, who's sold quite a few of her books, and she's now started selling her books at shows as well. And people are actually asking her to sign the book
That's
after they
good.
bought it. Because here's the reason why. How often do you actually meet the author of a book?
You don't. You
You
don't.
don't. So when you,
Unless it's someone really famous like J.K. Rowling, that especially comes down, and people like when her first book came out, they were literally queuing up overnight just to come and see her.
yeah, but when Crystal sold her first book, she goes, the person looked at her and goes, "Oh, can you sign it, please?" And Crystal thought they were joking. They weren't joking.
Ah,
They've most probably never in their lives actually met an author. And for them, it's something special. They have it's. Oh, it sounds odd, guys, but they haven't. And when you do meet an author, that's a lot of work going to writing a book. So that's why you want to,
yeah.
it's worth doing. I mean, everyone's got a book inside them. And that sounds odd. I tell you, it was like when I was at school. My headmaster once said about me. He said, "What has he said to me? Stedman, you're failing your mother tongue." Okay, it was never a good sign when you're at school. But I wrote a book. Anyone can write a book. Okay, you can write the book, get it into the Amazon bookstore. It's really easy. Okay, now you've got a book. But the thing about a book is that book makes you an expert. Okay, I mean, Ollie, you should write. There's mostly a book in you about music. Okay, or your life in music. All right, and then believe it or not, people are interested in people. People like reading books, especially books that they could at some point, if they tried hard enough, achieve themselves. Okay, and it's an odd one, with that one. And again, with a book, if you really want to publicize it, again, you can do, because it's easy to find a genre of people you're looking for to buy your book. It's not as hard as you think it is to publish a book and get sales. But here's the thing about it. There's about 5 or 6 of you guys that have written a book. What you should be doing is talking about each other's books. I read this book the other day. I couldn't believe it's really good. I read this book the other day. So all of a sudden, you're now telling people about books you read, but you're helping people to grow their books as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So go. I would share a copy of everybody, okay, and then go out, because once someone's read the book, then they can write a review. You can't review something until you get someone to read your book. When they've read it, you get a review. Now you've got reviews on the book by real people. That's the key. Once you get reviews in the book, it's easier then to go forward and basically push it out and
Yeah,
go
just
for it.
write this down.
The hardest thing in the world is getting a review. You know,
Yeah.
if it's a simple math or calculation, 100 people, okay? If 99 people liked your book or liked your service, one of them might tell people, okay? But if one person doesn't like your book, they will tell 99 people.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
always the one that's moaning that tells everybody how good you are. But when people think you're really good, they never go out and tell people how good you are. Okay, that's why when you see reviews, I tend to ignore them, because they're always twisted and biased and stuff. And I'll expect to see more negative reviews, because no matter how good you are, like the other day, someone bought a product. And they gave it a 1 out of 5 star rating. And when I read the review said the product was good, but the postage was late, so I'd given them 1 out of 5. No, you give the postage 1 out of 5, not the product, not the product, but that's how people think. So a lot of these things are distorted. So writing books down, guys, again, I would say is a good idea. Okay. And again, with our back to front marketing, it's going to help you, can help you get in front of people. And things. I mean, Chris, for you, what you should be doing is running one of your short clips at Anfield every weekend.
What do you mean short clips?
Right. You will have a snippet of your main videos. You always have a short like 15-second teaser.
Of the songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that on. I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do like those videos where you see the cartoon characters. I've found some platforms.
Correct. And every weekend you post a new one, and then you do the back to front marketing, and you do it at Anfield every Saturday afternoon.
I
Okay.
don't understand what you mean by do it at Anfield.
What you do is you're going to go on Saturday afternoon. You're going to run that. You're going to put that 15-second clip as an advert, as a paid advert on Facebook. You're then going to go and do the back to front marketing. You're going to target Anfield alone, and then when they open up and when they're on the social medias going looking through things, you got a good chance of your advert running in front of them while they're eating their burgers and stuff and watching football. I was stunned how many people were on their phones during the football match.
Yeah, there is a lot.
As in most of them. Because what you're doing is, remember this, they're posting to social media. If they're posting to social media, Chris, you've got a good chance of the advert popping up while they're doing social media. Okay, without a doubt. And that advert's going to cost you for an Anfield match. If you spent £1, I'd be surprised.
If you come to Enfield, give me a shout. I haven't
But-
seen you for ages.
What was that?
I said, if you come to Enfield, give me a shout. I'm just around the
Oh,
corner.
sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I heard something different. I thought you said, if you're in, I thought you said if you're in Anfield, give me £1 because you were talking about pounds.
What? Give me a pound if you want to. No,
No, yeah.
come in person.
Yes, yeah. I will. So reverse. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm still confused on that.
Well, watch this, Chris. Chris, watch this, okay? You got a 15-second clip, okay? That 15-second clip, okay, goes into an advert, all right? You then go onto Facebook and you target Anfield only. You put a dot, straight slap bang on the centre spot, okay? And then you just do a 1 mile radius around Anfield, okay? You start that advert 12 o'clock and end it about 5:30, say 6 o'clock, okay? Then what you do in the message, you'd write something like, "We love Liverpool. Liverpool the greatest." Okay. Something's going to catch their eyes. And then when it catches their eyes, the advert will start running and they'll start watching the advert.
Okay.
You follow?
And then I direct them to
Correct, yes. And then you put a button that says learn more or watch more, and then you drive them through to your YouTube page.
Well, I to be fair, I tried something like that yesterday. I did another video on because I don't know if you remember me telling you my Instagram video got rejected because it had clips from Sky Sports and stuff. So I did something like that yesterday where I did a part of the Jota song, and then I said if you want to download for free, fill in this form, so to give a free, and I did all the hashtags and the ats and all. ChatGPT was helping me with it all. I haven't actually looked at the form today to see if anyone's filled it in or the views, because I want to do the same on TikTok. But yeah, I think.
Yeah, this is Chris. This is completely different. Okay, what you're doing is you're forcing the video in front of Liverpool fans while they're watching football.
Yeah, while they're watching the game. Okay.
Yeah, okay. When they're in a mood to do things, and if they see a video if they see an advert that says "Come on the Reds, come on Liverpool," a lot of them, their mind sinks, and they're thinking, if I'm getting a message on my phone about Liverpool, it might be from Liverpool. People's brains are strange, and because of that, you've got a good chance of them then watching the advert because it's about Liverpool and going, "Oh, this is fun," and going through to it. Okay, you're right. Your target market, okay, is Liverpool. So you could literally target Liverpool, but it's too big an area to target for this sort of things. Anfield, you got 50,000 people in one location doing one thing, watching football, posting reels about football, and chatting about football. If you post something on there as an advert, giving them some sort of funny little song they can download and watch and sing, you've got a good chance of them doing it. And that's how you
I suppose I can test it for a friend. I think they'll be playing a friendly in a couple of weeks' time at Anfield. They normally play a couple of friendlies at Anfield before the season starts.
And you might say, if you love Liverpool, click the button below. Do you follow? You're egging them on, Chris.
Yeah.
If you don't love Liverpool, then don't press the button below. Trust me, psychology, just use it on them. You go, if you love Liverpool, click the button below. You'll love what you see. So you don't just give them it, you entice them as well. You egg them on to do something.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. And it's just about, and it's just like trial and error. And over time, you'll get it right.
How would you? So I changed. I've not changed my brand name. I've added a brand name because obviously we spoke. I don't know if I've mentioned this. We spoke about the political stuff, the political line being I can't use it for other stuff. So what I was going to do now is I was going to just run. Obviously, still contrary to thought, but just run with the political stuff as well. Because if it shuts it down, it just shuts it down one brand rather than the bigger brand. Does that
Did
make
they
sense?
tell you? Did they tell you why they shut you down?
No, it hasn't been shut down. But I didn't do the. I went from politics to football because I was afraid I was doing like a touchy subject. You know what social media is like at the moment. You can get jailed for doing all sorts of all this stuff. So what I did was I went from the 3 politics albums that I've got to football. So that actually could be easier. But now because I've got 2 brand names, so one is just about music and one's the old one about the political bangers.
Okay, right, Chris. Political bangers. Okay, right. Did you see what South Park did last night on American TV?
No.
South Park went what I would describe as maybe a bit too far. All right. And what they did was South Park, the cartoon, got sued by Donald Trump in South Park, the episode. Okay. Then they said, we've got to give him $2 million. They went, okay. He goes, but there's one other thing. They said, we've got to do a pro-Trump advert. All right. So South Park, unbelievably, they did a pro-Trump advert saying what a great guy Donald Trump was. But do you know what they did at the same time, Chris? They had him running for the desert, then he was naked, and he had a very, very, very small member. Very small. Okay. And they actually, and on South Park, they went, Donald Trump's an amazing person, but he's got a small penis. And it was a deep fake of Donald Trump. So this wasn't a cartoon. So South Park did a deep fake advert of Donald Trump running naked through the desert. Yeah. Okay. That shows you, Chris, how far you can go if you want to.
Yeah,
This is on television.
You just told me they got sued for 2 million.
No. That was the cartoon itself. In the cartoon, they got sued for 2 million. Do you follow? Yeah. So they made an advert and they made a cartoon, and the episode was they were being sued by Donald Trump for insulting him. They were doing, I think, some comedian got kicked off TV because Donald Trump sued the TV company, and so they went out of their way. They went out of their way to he must probably will sue them.
Okay.
And do you know why they want? And do you know why they want him to sue them? This is really funny. If Donald Trump sues that cartoon for saying he's got a small penis in court, he has to prove it one way or the other. If that makes sense, Chris. You can't. As he takes his clothes off, he ain't going to prove it. So they got him at Scooby on the short and curlies. But Chris, what they did was they did a deep fake of the President of America, had him running around naked. And if you didn't realize that it was South Park, you might have thought it was in. Okay, so when it comes, I said to you before, you can pretty much do nearly anything you want as long as you don't lie. And what South Park are claiming, they're not lying; it's the truth. If that makes sense. So they can get away with it. So when it comes to the politicians, I mean, you could do politicians. I'd have them singing silly songs. You get away with that. Okay, it's what you can't do, believe it or not, is be political. If they think Hannah's just been on a course to understand the rules and regulations of marketing, Chris. Okay, and with marketing, you can get away with nearly anything. Okay, nearly anything. Okay, but sometimes they just get really, really weird. Like a charity did an advert, okay, about how bad the government was doing. And the advert got banned, Chris, because it was classed as a political advert. But the charity was saying the government's doing bad for not feeding children and stuff. But they goes, no, you can't do it because it's an attack on one political party. So you can't do it.
So my music isn't really. It doesn't. So all I've done with my music is I've found out what's going on in the news. I've stuck it into different softwares to create lyrics. So I've not. It's not like I've said the Conservative Party are a load of whatever, or Trump's a whatever, and bring back Biden or none of this stuff, or Kamala or this. All I've done is I've gone into the news and copied the news article into ChatGPT, told it what other lyrics I want it to have. So it's not like detrimental in any way. It's more of a what's going on in the news made into music, and it's that person that's done it in the news.
Okay, right, guys. Right. So, Chris, for you, I'm going to.
For me, just quickly, while you're looking at it,
yeah, I'm going to send you right, guys, in the chat. Okay, in the chat, I'm going to send you a link to this South Park thing, and this will show you how far you can go with deep fakes and social media. I was quite surprised that. I'm surprised they were allowed to air it. Remember, this was on national television last night in America.
All right, let me just click.
Okay, it's gone completely mental. There's the link to it. Okay, have a quick look at that link, guys.
Yeah, it's only I mean, my idea was to just sell millions of albums or thousands of albums to these followers, making music. I've clicked on it, so I've got it saved.
Yeah, but that will show you, Chris, how far you can go when it comes to parodies and stuff and doing things like that. They were quite I would use the word. I mean, South Park are brutal anyway. With their comedy and stuff. I mean, they rip everyone apart. But last night they went beyond the Call of Duty, I'm afraid to say. But anyway, if that had been me, I'd have been livid myself personally.
You'd have to prove it.
Yeah, got to prove it. Got to go to court and prove it. So yeah, what it shows you in the world we're in, okay, if you do something and you're adamant it's true, Chris, I mean, the only way Donald Trump's going to prove it is you have to go to court and take his clothes off, and he's not going to do that. So they win, okay, but it's just a strange one. But for you, especially doing your videos and stuff, you get like these YouTube strikes. Bits and pieces. It's a bit of the minefield. On what is
a minefield is all these. I get on all these Zooms. I listen, like these leaders and people 3-day Zooms, and they talk about social media marketing, AI, and I'm like, I don't know which. I think my problem is I go on too many of these because I buy these little courses here and there, and now it's like there's so many AIs to use. I've got a list of them, and I'm like, which one's the best? And do you know what I mean? I think that's my problem. I go on too many of them. Like the weekend, I spent 8 hours, 2 till 8:30, something like that, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm trying to get all this information, as much information, because I want to do AI stuff as well. I think I'm overwhelming myself now, and there's kind of like a little fear factor because obviously I don't want to get sued $2 million or sued anything, and I'm just like, I don't know, and I think I just came to the conclusion the other day that I've just got to do it, and then whatever happens, because if not, I'll just end up not doing it, and then all the music I've created is a waste.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
and it's not the brand. I think I had the problem in the last couple of days with the branding name, because I've put the political bangers in all my songs. So if the songs are aligned, so people know where the music's come from. And now I'm in a situation where this AI that I've used can't change it. So the 12 football songs that I've done, if they've got the name the political bangers in it, I've got to redo the song, which I might find a song I don't like as much as I've done, which is what I was doing before I came on. And then I'm in a position where, I've got my Fiverr, and someone said they can actually change it. so I might have to just pay them $110. But what I might do is I might do the little clips of it, see, create a lead a form for people to fill in, see if there's the scope for it, and then obviously create a waiting list. Create a waiting list saying it's going to be launched on, well, I would say the 1st of August, but it's going to be launched before the football season starts. Do you want to be one of the first 100, 2,000 people on the? Do you know what I mean? And then I can see if there is a scope for it, and then I've got the money up front, and then do you know what I mean? I've got so many ways I can do this. I think I've got too many ways.
What you got to do is you got to whittle them down. Too many's bad. You want less.
Yeah, I know. You don't need to tell me that, Jesus.
What you got to do is write them on your whiteboard, look at them all, and then work out which ones you think will be least. You have to go through methodically and then start costing them out and leaves over the couple.
And
otherwise you're going to spread yourself too thin and try too much.
Well, yeah, I am hiring someone from the Philippines, but she's not costing me a lot of money. But obviously, I've got to sell insurance at the same time, and so it's kind of like And she does hours when I'm asleep, and it's just she's got another job.
Have you spoken to the Liverpool fan TV channels?
Yeah, so on my Instagram post yesterday, I kind of tagged them in. And obviously, I'm trying to speak to the actual stars themselves to help promote it because the money's going to most of the money.
Most of them most probably run YouTube channels. Okay, so what you should do is when you do your YouTube videos, tag them in on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Okay, watch this. Everyone's on Instagram and stuff trying to tag them into stuff, so they're gonna get a ream of stuff saying they've been tagged into it.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. Very few people tag them in on YouTube. You only tag someone on YouTube if you do a YouTube post. Okay, so if you use to post one of your videos and then tag in the Liverpool fan TVs, so it's obviously hyperlinked and goes through to them, you've got a better chance of them being told by YouTube because most people don't do it anymore. So if you do it, you've got a chance of it being seen because it will say someone's tagged you in on political bangers, blah, 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 it is, and they'll see it. On Instagram, especially the big ones, they must be getting 4,000 or 5,000 people a day tagging them into posts. So your tag is one of 4,500, Chris. It's just not, they won't see it. You might as well just try and get outside the house and shout through the window. You're trying. So you've got to go, the biggest platform they'll be on for them doing their lives and their chats, they'll do it on YouTube. So when they do their fan TV on a Saturday afternoon, it's all on YouTube. Okay, so if you go on and tag them on a YouTube video, you got more chance. That's what I would say. So every time you do a post on YouTube, get all their names, tag them all in, and you mostly will get found. Again, it's economy of scales. If everyone is on Instagram and stuff posting two or three times a day, right, it's overwhelming. On YouTube, remember this, Chris. Most people on YouTube don't post. They watch. Okay, so that means because they're watching, they're not tagging, they're just watching. Okay, if you put a video up and then tag them into it, I do it. I get tagged in so rarely, I see it pops up. It goes, "Oh, you've been tagged in a video." Oh, that's odd. I'll have a look because so it's a different platform. But if you're on social media, anyone can tag anyone, anytime for any reason. Okay, on YouTube, you have to put the video up and then load it, and then you can tag people in. Okay, and that's how to do it. Same as Facebook. Always tag them on Facebook as well, because again, but there's far less posts on Facebook, so you've got a better chance of that tag being read by the person you're tagging in. Yeah. Okay, so I would definitely say to try those two. Otherwise, you're just going into a flooded field of tags everywhere and posts everywhere on Instagram and TikTok, and it's basically a free. It's like the Wild West. It's a free for all. Everyone's posting all the time, and it overwhelms. That's why you get overwhelmed. Your current people you're looking for, that's not where you are. If that makes sense. They spend most of their times writing their content and doing things. They're not really reading their social media feeds, but they will be on YouTube I watch a couple of fan TV channels, and one of them during the season he'll be on YouTube every night for at least 4 hours a night on YouTube running his channel. Okay, he treats it like a TV channel, and that's what you'll find. So yeah, definitely.
The problem with YouTube is that it needs, like, I'm trying to it want I thought YouTube has to have me in it, as in, is like, you're not very successful if you're a faceless brand. I suppose
No,
that's
but you missed the point, Chris. We're not trying to at the moment. We're not trying to get you known by people. We're trying to get Liverpool
okay. Yeah,
people
right.
to find you. If that makes sense. Then you want them to promote the channel. No, no, like Chris. That's nonsense, Chris.
Okay.
Okay. I watch a channel. Okay. What the guy's called now. Never seen his face, Chris. What he does is he critiques movies, and what he does is he will do a movie review his way, okay, and he just does it in a funny way. He just makes jokes about movies, and that's what he does. Never see his face, okay. That's all he does. He just talks over movies, and he just makes comments about the movies. Okay, seeing your face is not no. That's not how. That's not YouTube. That's more Instagram and TikTok. YouTube's a completely different beast. Okay, there's people on YouTube. I mean, the other day I was laughing with my daughter. My daughter's now she's now yes 19. Okay, when she was younger. Okay, this is my wife would say on Sunday mornings she'd hear us laughing. She'd come downstairs and me and her we'd be watching Crazy Russian Drivers. Okay, because the Russian drivers are mad. Okay, and it would make us laugh watching them pulling off some crazy stunts. So and it was just snippets, Chris, of cars driving dangerously. That was it. Okay, YouTube's a strange channel.
He's a
Okay, you
stranger.
know,
He's a stranger. My dad's he's spending hours. I've seen him spending. He's spending hours watching this woman build a fucking house.
there you go.
And I said to him, "How many of these do you fucking watch?" Of my language. He's literally sat there for hours watching a woman in China build a house, and then she's built a bloody. And I'm thinking to myself, do you realise you're making this woman, if she's monetized YouTube, you are making her filthy rich?
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
I can't
No,
believe.
no, and Chris on YouTube, if you get it right, YouTube can make you very, very, very rich.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Okay, I mean,
I nearly bought a YouTube course from BBE, um, and it's mind blowing. I just thought, like, this was like a year ago, and I was like, this is just mind blowing. What you can do, like how you can monetize YouTube.
yeah, but you see, do you know the best way to monetize YouTube is via adverts? Okay, because when you watch any of these channels, you'll end up watching about 5 or 6 adverts during the program. Okay, and if they've got 2 million people watching these channels, I mean, I know one guy said I watched the guy called is a Man U guy called Flying Pig. All right, Chris, and he says that the average month he make about 10 grand
Hmm.
just by sitting down and commentating about football. That's all he does. He watches the game, Chris, and then he tells people what he thinks of the game as he's watching it. That's what he does. 10 grand, 10 grand a month. So he loves watching football. So he's doing what he loves. He's getting paid to talk nonsense as well. He just talks absolute nonsense. Okay, out there. And the channel, the one I watch with the guy that does the movie ones, he gets 15 million views per video he does. And
Hmm.
remember, once he's recorded it, it goes live. It's just running forever, and so he just leaves it running, and he's making money off that video. So, and I think with YouTube, you have to do something different on it to try and get the algorithms to try and follow you. I mean, there is no logic sometimes in how YouTube works. Okay, Chris, whatsoever. I mean, I used to post reels onto YouTube, 20-second reels, Chris, onto my YouTube channel, and I would get 20,000 views. All right? That happened for like 3 months. And for no reason, I didn't change the videos, Chris. It went from 20,000 to 50 and stuck there. And that was it. There was no reason why it did it, Chris. It just stopped working. Okay, so sometimes with YouTube, it just changes the algorithm or does something to it, makes it hard to use. With that as well. But no, you haven't got to be in the channel to make money. You just need to basically get the algorithm to pick up what you're doing and to and to push it. And there's some very simple things on YouTube. Like for instance, your title you put in for the YouTube video, Chris, okay, should also be the video title when you load it up. So let's say the video was called Liverpool are great. Then you should save that video as Liverpool are great. And that sounds odd. That helps in the algorithm. Ask me why it does. Also, you should preload it as a preview. So load it up today and then have it so it 1 second. But the best thing to do is let me just go back to Let me share what I mean, Chris. This works as well, okay? Because what you've got to do, you've got to give your channel a chance to get found. Okay.
Actually, I don't think I've done a channel for my new brand name.
Okay, so sorry, Chris, give me a second, mate. Let me just God blimey, I'll go here. Right, so let me just go to this channel here. So if I go to okay, right, yeah, right. Let me share this. Right, so if you look at this, Chris, let me just share this channel here. So if I go to right, Chris, see these two adverts here where it says Chubby's Italian and things.
Yeah.
Have you noticed it says premieres? Premieres. Yeah? They're not live yet, Chris. Okay, so one goes live tomorrow, this one, and this one goes live a week later. Now, what it does is this: by me loading the videos early, I'm giving the YouTube channel pre-warning that I'm loading up a video. What YouTube will then do, because it knows I'm loading a video, Chris, all right, it will now start looking for potential people to watch this video. Okay, and because it knows what time it's going live, as soon as it goes live, Chris, automatically it will show the people who it thinks want to watch the video straight away. And
So potentially you would suggest me doing it on the Saturday afternoon at 12 p.m. like the advert.
Correct. Okay, so what you do is you do a premiere. No, because it will start too late. It doesn't matter when you premiere it, just premiere it. Do a Friday evening. Okay, and it needs to be the same time every week. So watch this. I've got one on Friday, 5 o'clock, Friday after at 5 o'clock, Chris. Okay, what will happen is now, even though it's not live, YouTube is going, who do I think would like this video? Okay, then the video will go live, Chris. Okay, and then suddenly it will get seen by people, okay, early. Because YouTube will go, there's a video you might like. If you just load a video, what happens is this. It takes a day for the algorithms to go through the video and find the people that watch that video. And if it hasn't gone live in a day, it generally doesn't really go live very well. Okay. So if you can give it a pre-warning, you've got a much better chance of the video being picked up, found by people, because it will recommend them. Okay. You notice this. So we've started a series, Chris. Every week you got a series about Mo Chubby. Okay, it's a little corgi. Okay, and so for the next, we have a year's worth of episodes of this to go out once a week at the same time, specifically for that one reason, so that we grab an audience onto the channel. Okay, so it's also about timing, because even though we've got a machine, it likes to know what's going on, and the more information you can give it, Chris, the better it will be.
So why have you done this?
Oh, the person who's training with Hannah to do AI. This is one of the training. So what we thought if she's got to train, you might as well get her to train making things we can use.
So my question was more, why have you done like a Mo Chubby? Because one's to work out.
We asked her what she wanted to make.
Okay, because
it was just purely, we said to her, think of something cute and cuddly and make a series out of it.
Okay, because obviously I suppose my question more is that it's not really related to the brand or the VRs thing.
It is, because we're an AI VR company. We use AI and VR to make we make movies. We make VR movies, Chris. We make AI movies.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Okay, so that is part of our brand. Yeah, and this whole channel here has been designed for AI commercials and series, Chris.
Can you scroll up, please?
AI commercials, series, VR guides.
Yeah. I just wanted to see some of the videos. That was all.
Yeah, and so as you see, we load up various videos we make on it, on there, and yeah, and that's the idea. Is the idea is just to give people some sort of uniformity on what they want. We'll load other things up as well there, Chris, as we do things. But we got a separate channel, Chris, for like the AI and VR. So we have two channels. This channel has been specifically designed for like the AI commercials and using AI to make videos and series. The other channel is where we do more, or like we do for the software and stuff. Could realize we couldn't have it all in one channel, which didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the hard part of this series is it's giving you an idea of how simple it could be to make a series for your company or whatever. Yeah, and that's
So you would use YouTube over TikTok?
yeah.
Because I thought TikTok would be better for me. But
It depends what sort of. If you want to run 5-second videos, then use TikTok, Chris.
okay.
Yeah, if you want to run loads of 5-second videos, TikTok's great. Okay, but go onto TikTok and look at all the successful channels. They won't have videos longer than 10 seconds. They're all short, snappy, little funny videos you can watch. Okay, you want to go longer than 10 seconds. You've got to go to a channel where people are more likely to engage. If you're looking at 30-second plus videos, it's YouTube and Facebook. If you want to do like short, snappy 5-second snips of someone falling over, hitting their face on the floor, then TikTok and stuff is great. The audience on TikTok and Instagram don't have attention span, Chris. They really don't. Their attention span is pretty much zero. They just see it and on to the next one. So getting them to stop is really hard. But on YouTube, people are going to YouTube, Chris, to watch longer form videos.
Is it? Yeah. The reason why I asked that is because you've just said that comment in this video that looks like it's about 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
No, that's a clip, Chris.
Okay.
They're all 45 seconds long.
Okay.
So if you look at that's just a clip of the video. It doesn't show the whole video. It only shows a clip. So I go for the stupid adverts on YouTube as well. They're getting really bad at this. So yeah. So all the videos are between 40 to 50 seconds long. Okay. And people on Instagram and TikTok ain't gonna watch this. It's too long.
Okay, and it loops, does it?
Okay. No. It's a whole video. No, it's a whole video. It does different things. It doesn't loop. There's sound to it stuff. So yeah, that's it. It's just a video showing people what you can do. Okay, and it's not meant to be clever, Chris. It's just a simple video that runs online, and over time, people. Here's the thing, Chris. People will watch it. Okay, and as long as you post at the same time each week, and people know what time it's coming on, they'll be ready for it. Okay, it's when you post if you post today and then in 3 days and in 6 days, people don't know when you're posting, so they won't go to your channel, Chris. So you need to give people an idea of when you're going to post, and so that they know every week I'm going to get a new video at this time each week. They're more likely to come along, Chris, and watch. If they got to keep coming and checking and checking and checking,
yeah, that makes sense. It's like a TV program, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, think about that. That's how it works. Okay, same as things, but think of social media, Chris. If you did a post right now onto TikTok or Instagram, that post has got about a 40 to 50 second lifespan before it's second on that person's feed, and then 5 minutes later, Chris, it's fourth. 10 minutes later, it's eighth. Half hour, Chris, it's 50th. Hi, Shabani, yeah, go on.
Should I, speaking of the YouTube, posting on the YouTube idea, do you think I should post my, narrate my books on YouTube as well as Instagram?
Definitely. You've got more chance on YouTube because again, it's longer. And that sounds odd, okay, but if you used to go and look at, right, watch this, okay, right. Take my daughter, okay. I watch my daughter's feed. My daughter's feed, every 15 seconds, there's a new post appearing on her Instagram feed. Every 15 seconds, okay. So if you used to be chasing my daughter to do something, okay, here's the gamble. You're gambling that when you post your post, it's the 15 seconds that my daughter's on her Instagram page. if that's 5 minutes later, okay, she's not scrolling down to your post. All right. So what you're doing is that's why they told people in the early days to post. The reason why you posted 6 times a day on TikTok was you was giving yourself a fighting chance of one of those posts being seen by your clients. Okay. It's spread betting. Okay. So what's happening now is people are posting. So remember this, everyone's posting on TikTok. And so you're posting, it's not working because the post's no good. It's not working because they're not seeing the post. Because it's gone down their feed. Okay. So all that effort you're putting in is just not working. Okay. And again, on Facebook and Instagram, it's social media. Trust me, I'll guarantee you this. Nobody is interested in my business's post. No one, apart from me. Okay. Boring. But on YouTube, I can post a video about how I can help your business and people will watch it for an hour. Okay. So people
won't watch it on Instagram, but they'll watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. Because
Yeah.
you're going to YouTube to find things. How do I fix this? You'll sit there for half an hour watching a video. Chris's dad is watching a lady in China build a house. He wouldn't do that on TikTok or Instagram. He's doing it on
How
YouTube.
long was the video? How long was the video?
Which one? Sorry, Shivani.
The one where they're watching building the house.
Oh, they can be varied.
It's literally hours. It's absolute hours.
Really?
Yeah.
The name of it's I'll find out the name of them.
The monetary they must have gained.
Well, yeah, no, they were making a fortune. Okay, remember this. Okay, I saw a guy. He did a video of a fireplace. I think it's had 50 million views.
You doing that? Is it that relaxing one? Is it?
Yeah. Just a fireplace. That's it. 50 million views of someone's fireplace. Okay, and it runs for like 8 hours. It's absolutely mental. I mean, mental. The other week.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I just say, I just think that I've been listening to a lot of YouTube kind of meditation and frequencies and healing frequencies. They go on for like 11 hours or something like that. So they're making loads of money. Honestly, so many views. It's quite easily done, to be honest.
Do they make money the longer the person watches, or is it how long the videos?
They will do because there'll be adverts that pop as well in that video. And when advert runs, they make money, and they'll make a lot of money from it. Okay, I mean, go onto YouTube. Okay, what's this? If I go to YouTube, okay, and I type fireplace,
129k views, and this kind of stuff.
On the question, you need 1,000 subscribers and X amount of minutes within a calendar year, and then you can monetize. You click a button in YouTube, and then you can monetize it.
Right, Chris, I can get your channel monetized for 300 quid.
300 quid?
Yeah, right. Watch this, guys. Right, guys, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fireplace, 149 million views. That video there, 149 million views of a fireplace.
We're missing a trick.
And the reason why
I assume because it's like soothing, looking at the fire.
It is soothing.
And people fall asleep with it on as well.
And you could just put it on the TV screen if you've got a big TV screen.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, it loops. So people, it's meant to be relaxing, so people fall asleep with it and relax.
Yeah.
You fall asleep. It's on loop. You wake up in the morning. The thing's still going. It's gone for another 8 hours. Those hours have equaled however many hours. They flicked a button on, monetized it. Flick the monetize button on thingy. Job done.
I'm telling you.
You can create your own one. You can create your own one, to be fair.
Okay, but there is also no logic in YouTube, because watch this. If I go to another account, this is an account where me and my friend just used to load up videos, okay, of generally us chatting about cars. Now, remember this, guys. I know absolutely nothing about cars. Okay, so I did a video of me chatting about my Mini. So my friend's got a McLaren. I've got a Mini. Who got the most views on YouTube, do you reckon, out of the two of us when we posted videos about ourselves?
The Mini.
Right, watch this. So his videos about him doing stuff, right? He's getting like 163 views. These are his videos here that he talks about cars and stuff. Okay, right. See that one there with 21,475? That's me. Watch this. This is just all I did was 1 second.
Hi, morning, guys.
That's me. 20,000 views.
The trim on the back of the Mini. Now, I did see a couple of options. Option
Now
one.
that's the first video, okay? But I want you to see the stats, what happened. We run this video, okay? So we made this video and we goes, right, how's it going to go? All right. So we didn't know. So we ran it. And I think for the first 6 months, it had about 100 views in the first 6 months. Okay. That was it. It was just 100 views. And then for some reason, out of absolutely nowhere, it just turned. Watch these stats. So watch this. So up until sort of like, there we go. So up until February, March, okay, that's 6 months, 82 views. All right. All of a sudden, it started going up. What happened was, on that day there, the algorithm changed. Okay. And what the algorithm did was anybody who wrote down mini convertible rear soft top view started seeing my video. Once they started seeing my video, okay, all of a sudden, that video went through the roof. Like, you see those 30 comments there? That's people asking me questions of how to fix their cars. I'm thinking to myself, it was a simple video. I just turned the camera on, waffled away for 10 minutes, turned the camera off, loaded it up, okay? And there's absolutely no logic at all, okay, on what people want. Yeah, hi, Crystal.
Sorry, I'm eating now, and what I wanted to say was like the views. I haven't posted on social media in a little while, but the views I think are quite easy. But the thing that I find really quite hard is getting the subscribers is quite difficult.
Yeah, again, okay. I think it's the video that works. Okay, this one, Crystal's had 103
You'll
people.
naturally get it.
Yeah, so Crystal, see the people here. Once they started watching the video, Crystal, 103 people subscribed to the channel from this one video. Okay, if you get, I mean, even look, right, look at the guys. This video in the last 48 hours, 101 people have watched that video still.
I just find it really hard to get this.
And I know, right. Also, right. If you watch the best YouTubers out there and the best people, they always do something, okay? Ask you a question, Crystal. Are you asking for subscribers?
I'll have a little kind of like a little logo going, oh, subscribe or whatever. But no, I don't say it in the video. Do you think I
Right.
should say
Yeah, what you should really do is, I don't know if I did it in this video, okay, but it sometimes
You have to see this. This stuff is
Oh,
magic. Once
sorry.
you apply it, it's there to stay.
Sometimes I do put in a little. I did start doing it, but I did it after this one, and depending on how I'm feeling, I may ask people to do it in the video. Yeah, I started doing it later. In my later videos, I would ask people. I would say like and share in the video. Okay, and if you ask people to like and share, they do it. But then again, it's a strange one. So this video here I did didn't get as many views. Okay, actually, see this one here, guys, started off like a rocket and died. So my other video, after my first video, after 130 days, basically had no views, and then went up. This video, look on day one, went straight to the roof, went to 3,000 views, and then topped out and stopped. Okay. Also, guys, over the other side, okay, what you'll notice here is this is quite a good stat here. So over the side here, this tells you where people have come from to find your video. Okay, so that's telling me that half these videos came from outside of YouTube. So somehow people outside YouTube saw a clip to watch a video and they came through to watch it. Okay, and you can get all these stats. I mean, here's another stat, guys. Watch this. After 5 minutes, 36% of the people are still watching the video. after 5 minutes. Okay, so I mean by so retention, it dropped off quite quickly there. Okay, but you've still got after 5 minutes people watching the video. All right, so that's what I mean by retention. On Instagram, it's 4 seconds and they're
Yeah,
gone.
yeah,
TikTok, it's 5 seconds and they're gone. Okay, there's no retention. So if you want to get, if you're looking at getting a message across to somebody, you need at least 45 seconds. Okay, that message is not going to be got. Even if they click on your advert, they're not there for long. They're gone.
so what
Okay,
you're
and
of is that we should really put our focus on YouTube rather than
no,
Insta.
I would suggest if you're looking at getting people to engage with you to sell your product, to watch what you're saying. What I'm saying to you is this: if you go onto Instagram and TikTok, your video needs to be 5 seconds long. And you might, so
Yeah,
if you think you can get your message across in about 5 or 6 seconds, then yes, go on to the other channels. If you've got a message you want to get across to people, you want to engage with them, then Facebook and YouTube, the audience there are more willing to sit down and watch longer form videos. Okay, and that is just the proof there where you've still got. I mean, even by the end of it, by the time the video ends, I mean, the video ends at about 9 minutes. So at 9 minutes, there's still, so at 9 minutes, 22% of the people. So at 9 minutes, there was still 5,000 people watching that video at 9 minutes. Think about that. They sat there, guys, for 9 minutes watching an idiot who knows bug all about cars fixing a car. That's how mad the world is. And we cannot work out how or why that happened. That is by the other videos are the same. I go and interview people, I chat with them, but then again, one of these videos in a few months may go up again, and it may jump through the roof. Okay, with that one. But see here, you get all these stats. So watch this: 63% of the views came from a Google search. So they searched. Remember this: they didn't search in YouTube; they searched on Google. And they saw and they then because the search match they did, YouTube recommended them to watch my video. 63%. Then we got 4 from Facebook, 2.6 from WhatsApp. Okay, and look, only 0.7% of my views actually came from YouTube. So YouTube's a strange channel. Was you don't have to be on YouTube to be recommended a YouTube video. Okay, so that gives you an idea. That's why I say to you guys, it's there. And here it tells you what people are looking for. How to clean a soft top, mini this, mini that. So yeah. Okay, and that's the idea. So what that shows you there is because people were searching on Google or something, it recommended me. So if you've got a YouTube channel, okay, and someone's searching on Google for something, you've got a good. If you go onto Google and type "How do I fix this?" Google will generally recommend a YouTube channel. And do you know why that is, guys? Because Google owns YouTube, so it's going to recommend its own channel to people. So you've got more chance of being found. That's what I'm saying to you guys. You don't know where you're going to be found. Okay, and that's why you've got to do it. There we go. What's that there? I'm not too sure what that stat is. Order intention, mini. Do you know what? That number there looks really big. I think that's 1.2 million. I think that's been shown to 1.2 million people. And only 20,000 watched it. Okay, the average watch of that video is 3 minutes, which is again not too bad either. Okay, so that's why, and this is why sometimes, guys, I think what we're all doing is we're all doing what we think we should be doing. We're being told that if we just do a couple of TikTok dances and post on TikTok, it's going to work. What they don't tell you though is it's bloody flooded. It literally is flooded. Everyone's doing the same thing. So you're not getting fed. Notice, I don't do TikTok. I don't do Instagram. I post on Instagram only because my Facebook posts get cross-posted to Instagram. But I don't do Instagram posts per se. I only do it because it's easy to do. Okay. And that's why we do it. But guys, if you want to cross post to 5 at the same time, I did send you guys out the link to do that. You've not seen that program? Right. Hold on, watch this. If I come out of here, bum, bum, bum. Right. There's a program called Adobe Express. Okay, guys, Adobe Express will allow you to post to 6 social media pages at the same time doing one post. So if you're going to post anyway, okay, and you can post to all 6 simultaneously, then do it. Okay, because you're not wasting your time, but don't post to all 6 separately. Okay, that's just a lot of effort. So if you go to Adobe Express, this is free to use, by the way, guys, and go down here, there's a thing called schedule. Okay, if you click on schedule, it brings up a schedule. Okay, and if I click, sorry, guys, if I say click on Tuesday the 1st, 1 second, guys, I can't, my screen's covered by this thing here. So if I go new post, what it will do, okay, is this will let me post a post, okay, but where the key is I can post to, watch this, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and TikTok simultaneously from one location. So I know I said don't waste your time posting on TikTok, but if you can post once to all of them, then do it because you're not wasting your time. Yep, go on, Shivani.
It just saves a lot of time going on individual ones,
Yeah,
individual
but
channels,
if you use
doing
this
all
program
6.
here, you just connect up your social media pages to it, okay, and then you just do a post and you go post to all, and off you go, Crystal.
Is it like, has it got to be the same video? Like, can you use it? I
Oh
know
no, no,
that.
you can use it to post to one social media page, but it's an economy of scale, Crystal. Why do something 6 times? We can do it once.
I guess my question is, sorry if I haven't made it too clear, is when you're posting content, you know, like with the Facebook one, has it got to be the same picture or video, or can you do?
Yeah, because you're only doing one post, Crystal, and then it cross posts it to all of them at the same time.
Oh, okay, so it's got to be the same post for all the different channels.
Yeah, but let's say you're doing a reel.
Mm,
A reel
okay.
a reel can go to all those channels. Same thing.
I see, because yeah, I need to really look at my social media. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
But also, guys, this isn't just a program for doing schedules. Okay, this program will also make videos. Okay, you can do reels, TikTok reels, Instagram reels. Okay, you can edit videos. You can do this. You can make posters.
Can
If I go into documents, and it's all one program. It's one program for everything. Okay, it does pre-done posters, leaflets, flyers. I mean, you could most probably go onto here. Sometimes, guys, you'll see posts from me. I'm so lazy. I've literally just downloaded them from here and posted them onto my social media. So go on, Crystal.
Yeah, no, sorry to interrupt. All I was going to ask was, you know how you're a Premier member there?
Premier
On
member
the,
just means I get access to more pictures.
I understand, but is the planner available for
Yes,
the
that's
free?
free.
Okay, that's
I
it.
get like, see, if you use it, you can only post up to 6 social media posts. Because I've got the Premier one ready for this, I can do 18. But I only have 2, so I don't need it. Okay. So yeah. So but look, in here, guys, if I put down music teacher, watch this, guys. So this is Adobe Express. I put in music teacher, watch this. Okay, it will bring up, how's this? Pre-made adverts. So if I go view all, and it brings up all these, say for you, Anna, all these pre-made adverts. So in there, want to improve your piano skills? I've instructed guide, yeah, book your free. So and all you do is you open it up. So if I go into, say, that one there, okay, I click customize. Now, all I've got to do is go right. It brings up the advert. I look at it and go, do you know what? I'm going to change that to, oops, Daisy, 1 second. I didn't want to do that. So if I go to here, okay, we've got the guys away. Put your website in there, click download. You've now got an advert ready to go on social media. And then you use the same system to post it out to people. It's all about time, guys. You're spending all this time trying to work out stuff. In here, there's all these pre-done templates. And all you do is go to them, change the bit you want to change, download it, off you go. It's already playing the piano, so you haven't got to change the picture either, but you can change the picture if you want to. Hi, Shivani.
When's the best time to post?
Right. Here's a good thing about posting, okay? If I go to, watch this, if I go to Facebook, okay, will tell you what Facebook is good for. If I go to Facebook here, okay, and I go to, 1 second. So if you go to Facebook, now from Facebook, you can post to Facebook and Instagram. Okay, now you go into a thing called Meta Business Suite. Okay, go into Meta Business Suite. All right, and again, it's got a planner here. Now in Meta Business Suite, you can cross post to Facebook and Instagram at the same time. Okay, you click on planner. All right, and when you click on planner, see down here, that's telling me that this week, the best time to post on Facebook is 8 p.m. and the best time to post onto Instagram is 9 p.m. All right. And if I click schedule, and if I click schedule there and click schedule a post, what it'll let me do is, so when you go to do a post, okay, see here, it's telling me that the best time to post is tomorrow at 8, Saturday at 8, or Monday at 8. So that's on Facebook. So I click that one there. And it's telling me the best time to post for Instagram is tomorrow at 9. So I click 9. I then click save. Okay, now that will preload my post to go live at the time Facebook's telling me when my guys are actually live on Facebook. Okay, so again, you got a fighting chance of your post being sent at the right time. Okay, so same as your TikTok people will be on a certain time, but you don't know because they don't tell you. Facebook tells you when most of your people are online doing things, so you can actually post in front of them.
What about YouTube?
YouTube again is a strange one. Doesn't tell you. On YouTube, all you got to do is post the same time each week, because then the YouTube algorithm will tell people you've gone live and it will find them for you. But if YouTube is odd, remember on YouTube, most of the people that found me on YouTube weren't on YouTube when they searched for me. They're on Google when they search for me. Then they got sent through to YouTube to watch the video. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So let's say someone's doing a Google search. I don't know, say for crystals, Crystal. Okay, you got a good chance if you said, if you did a video about learn about healing crystals, and it was called Learn About Healing Crystals, and someone typed in Learn About Healing Crystals, you got a good chance that that Google will recommend your YouTube video because it's explaining how to do something. You know, and it's just an odd one how it works now. So especially if as you see that? What's it showing me? How it's a car? It's just showing me YouTube videos. It's not showing me anything else. Okay, I've said how to fix a car. It goes straight into YouTube. So the first 1, 2, 3. So the first 4 things that are YouTube. Then it goes into websites. Okay, so people are searching right now for your stuff. Okay, so if we say so again, if you put in what is a healing crystal, it brings that up. And will it bring up? Okay, so that didn't bring up YouTube videos. So it looks like to go from YouTube from Google to YouTube, you need to have a video telling people how to do things. How to, yeah? Because I think that's what, yeah. I must admit, I've never actually looked at this properly myself. Only works, oh, so for some it works, it doesn't. There you go. So down the bottom there, YouTube for beginners. So it's recommending the YouTube channel itself down there in the search as well. Okay. So it's what we're trying to do is we're trying to work out the best way to be different to everyone else. Okay. If we're all on social media doing TikTok, all of us, it's a lot of time and effort, and I'm guarantee you it's not getting any of us any results. Okay, so we need to mix up a bit and do something different. You know, if every day you got up and you fell over, one day you'd think, why am I falling over? But on social media, every day you do the same thing and you think it'll work tomorrow. It'll work tomorrow. It'll work tomorrow. And tomorrow is always tomorrow. You got to fix it. And it gets some point in time, I think, oh, do you know what? If I did nothing, will I get the same result? If the answer is yes, then stop. You know, and that's what we don't do. We keep believing because we keep being told by people, if you persevere, it will work. No, it won't. It will either work or it won't work. Same as marketing. If you spend money on marketing, you should get a result in the first four days. If you don't get a result in 4 days, you need to change it because it's not going to work. Okay, so that's what we just got to make sure we do, guys. And it's just using. We've got all these tools to use. We can go onto YouTube, okay, and YouTube will give us stats. It will tell us it will tell us what people are looking for. It will tell us YouTube basically tells you what to write. So if I go into here, for instance, okay, so if you go to YouTube, go to manage videos. Moment. Okay, go to manage videos. Okay, go to analytics. Okay, here it says trends. Okay, click on the trends. Well, that's not bad stats. Okay, right, click on the trends. Okay, and what this will do is this will tell me what people are looking for on YouTube. Okay, so for cars right now, people are looking for exclusive automotive podcast, abandoned car restorations. Okay, so if you go into your YouTube channel, okay, as your business, okay, YouTube will look at your business, and then it would so on that one, obviously, it's showing me cars. Okay, it's a car channel, so it's telling me what I should be doing to get my YouTube channels up for cars. Okay, if I go to say Hannah's channel and do the same thing, it will give me a different result. Let's see what it tells me to do for Hannah's channel to get the views up. So if I go to analytics and go to trends, right? So for some reason, so obviously it mentions AI, which is about right. Okay, smart glasses, that's about right. Yeah, AI. So you notice because we make AI videos, it's telling us what we should be doing to get people to engage with our channel in accordance to making AI videos and stuff. Okay, it's really good. You know, so if I go, for instance, those exciting AI gadgets, if I click on that, all right, it then gives me more information on what we're looking for. So best, yeah. I mean, where it says high volume, that means it's a good way, it's a good thing to do. It might say low volume, so yeah. But you get all these different ideas of what people are watching, and what people are doing. You know, so yeah. So you remember, guys, you can use the channels as well just to go and check, see what other people are doing. You can go and you can go and search what other people are doing. So if you've got a particular subject, get my spelling one. Okay, so look, right. So at the moment, for new book authors, there's a low volume. No one on YouTube is currently searching for authors. Okay. But famous book authors, people are looking. Okay. So you can always say that's telling me people aren't looking for books to read, obviously, on YouTube. They might go to listen to someone talking in the book, but not, about the book. But if I typed in there new audiobooks, we might get, here you go, audiobooks full length, high volume. So people reading their books out on YouTube, people are searching right now for people talking through their book. Yeah, so you follow, okay? So, so instead of looking for new authors, what you do is you type, so for you, Shivani, you would type audiobooks full length. That would be the title of the YouTube channel, because people are typing audiobooks full length, and you'd make that your title and a hashtag, okay, and off you go. What you're doing is you're giving yourself a fighting chance of being found. Okay, and that's what these things are here for. And here we go. Right, watch this here, Shivani. Right, post this book here. The book is 15 hours long, 42,000 views in 1 month. Okay, this one here, James Patterson, audiobook, 175,000 views. But they're not views, they're listening. It's an audiobook, but they're using YouTube to post their audiobooks on. Okay, so all these things are here, okay, to do. Yeah, hi, Crystal.
Yeah, sorry, Rob. Can you just click onto one of these audiobooks? Because I just want to see if it's like an actual movie or like they're just like turning the page.
No. It'll be just someone. It'll be a static image, and the guy just talking. Hold on, watch
Is
this.
is it actually?
One second, we'll find out now. 1 second, watch this. There you go.
That's usually just the voice. There's just an image.
Yeah, Crystal. It's just a voice and a picture. Watch.
Sorry, it seems like I've been living under a rock, but
Right, Crystal, look at this. 4 hours in, he's just talking.
Please don't leave us here alone. She shook her head.
Well, that's why it's meant to be audio, but
Yeah,
because
it's an audiobook, Crystal. It's just a picture and then the guy talking in the background. That's it. Okay, and that's had 42,000 views in 1 month.
so you're telling me, right? I could put up a static image of the book, and then I could narrate it myself instead of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at this. Look at his hashtags, okay? Free audiobooks, audiobook, audiobooks. Okay, there is hashtags.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
And what you do, guys, is when you do this, always go and look, okay? Remember this. Post apocalypse audiobook. He's made sure he's put the word audiobook in his title. Okay. And that's what's happened. And literally, you've got a 15.5 hour book. The guy's just talking, and it's had, like you said, look, 42,490 views, or rather listens. Okay. 570 likes, no dislikes. Okay. And he's got, remember this, he's got 11,000 subscribers, but he's had 42,000 views.
Damn.
A lot of people don't subscribe, but they will go back to the channel and listen to books and stuff.
Well, he's got enough subscribers though. He's fine. He's raking it in.
Yeah, but remember, not to be blunt, he started on none.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. He had to build that up. Okay, and that's the thing, guys. And the thing about it is, people are obviously, so you wouldn't have thought to go to YouTube to get an audiobook.
No, I wouldn't have. No,
Okay.
I feel.
That's what I'm saying to you. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is that these people are thinking outside the box and it's working for them. That book would not work on social media at all. You'd struggle. You wouldn't get that on Facebook either. That's way too long. But on YouTube, people will listen to this over a week or two, and they'll go back again and again and again and again and again. Okay, so yeah, so that's the idea. Okay, but then you can go in, you can steal their hashtags, borrow what they say, and you're good to go. I mean, that's him there. You got this one here, Crystal. That's 9 hours long. Okay, and this one's had.
Today use Monday service AI.
And this one's had 1 second, a lot more views than the other one. 1 second, I'll get past these stupid adverts. So again, Crystal, that's it. Crystal, it just shows the book cover. Okay, and that's had 175. Right, Crystal, he's only got just under 4,000 subscribers. He's had 175,000 views. So on YouTube, you don't need loads of subscribers to get loads of listens and views.
No, but you do to monetize it. You do need the subscribers. You need 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but he's got that. He's hit that, Crystal, at 1,000. So yeah. But no. I think it's 1 second for.
Wow.
Yeah, for about £300 ish, you can get 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours. Okay, once you've got that, you can then monetize your channel.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it with someone the other day. I did a test, and all of a sudden his channel changed, and it went. You can now monetize it, and he can now basically do all sorts of things in his channel to make money and stuff. You know,
I did do that with one of my other channels. I can't remember how much I paid. To be fair, I don't.
Yeah, generally, sometimes I've seen like £1,000. That's way too much. Okay, you can get it much lower than that. Okay, Chris, if you want to do it, but what you need is, but to make it work really well, you need one really long video, which is about 3 hours long.
Oh.
It won't do it. You don't. Yeah, you could make one up. Okay, and go from there. But as you've seen, guys, you know, there's all this stuff out there that's being done. You know, and it's odd. You know, I mean, like you're saying, Crystal, watch this. Here you go. This is just some guys made a Tranquil Soul video.
Yeah.
It's only gone live it's only had 9 views. It only went live, a couple of hours ago. You know, and that's what it's going to. You know, it's just. You know,
this that you get a lot of views on.
Eventually it will. It's still new. I mean, Tranquil Soul. See, they got 1,009 subscribers.
Got the subscribers.
They've paid to have that channel done.
So I'm sorry, come back to this. You can pay to get your for what exactly? Subscribers?
Right. Yeah, right. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to monetize your channel.
Yeah, the watch hours aren't a problem, but the subscribers are.
Yeah,
so
and then you pay about 300 quid, and then they will get these guys go out, and I don't know how they do it, but they will get you subscribers.
Really? Does it really work?
What they tend to do, Crystal, is there's most probably a company in India that pays people something like 5p to like channels, and these people will like hundreds of channels each day. Make money of it, but it's real people liking the channel. If that makes sense, that gets your numbers up.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Speechify?
No.
Okay, apparently this I think I tried it one day. We just saw this with subscription. You just sort of like scan the cover of the book, and I don't know how that works because obviously I didn't use it in depth, but apparently you just scan the book and it's just reading, and you instead of reading with your eyes, you just listen.
Oh yeah. Any technically, if you got a book and loaded it into an AI, it would read it back to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just things. But the thing is, for the guys that want to get their books out there, sometimes it's worth just narrating it, you know, and getting it out there and getting people to see it, because especially your first book, you don't expect to make money in your first book. The first book is to get your name out there. Okay, so if you can go on and narrate the book, I mean, think about it, guys. When I was a kid, it used to be, what was it, Jack and Ori? They'd read a book to the kids. Okay, it's massive, wasn't it? Yeah, you know. My eldest used to watch something called, I think it's like 64 Zoo Lane, where in the cartoon they read a book in the cartoon to the kids.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was a story about a zoo each week. It was called 64 Zoo Lane, and each week they read a story about the zoo. Okay, and again, they would have very basic graphics. It was more about the story than the book itself. You know, so if you've got a book, you know, you can do it by chapters. This week, guys, I'm gonna do chapter 1. Okay, and that's it. And what you're looking for is that potluck chance to get hit and found by the algorithm. But here's what's going to help you. Use these here, okay, and it's going to help you do. You know, watch this. It's even got an. You know, what's the AI going to tell us to do? So the AI is saying to us. So the AI is now going out to YouTube. Look at it. Here we go. So it's saying the AI is saying under new books, you should be doing immersive audiobooks. The future of storytelling, 5 new audiobooks. Yep. So it's giving you ideas and images of what to do. So there's an AI there, you know, give it a go. I mean, I barely touch most of this stuff because it's a lot of work. But as you can see, guys, out there, it's all there for us to try out. You know. So is there any specific questions you guys have on this? This has been a generic marketing. Okay. Now, if you're feeling specifically lazy, I mean properly lazy, okay, if you see these shorts here, all these little shorts here, these 7-second ones, were made by the YouTube AI. Okay, so let's say you want to do a simple YouTube channel. Okay, guys, right? You get your phones out, okay, guys, and you open the YouTube app. Okay, let's go to YouTube. You know what? One second. Let me just stop sharing my screen. If I can get into I can show you. I can actually show my phone. Let me just log into. Just gonna log in. Okay, join.
Okay. Right, sorry, guys. Right, guys. Am I getting feedback? So I'm trying to. Sorry. Right. Okay, guys. Right. So I'm going to share my phone screen in a minute. If I can get it on here, 1 second. So give me a second to share my screen. Sorry, guys. I'll work out. I'll share my screen on my phone again. Start video, chat. Here we go. Share screen. Right. Hopefully, you'll all see my screen in a moment. Okay. Right. Cool. Right, guys. Watch this. So if I go off here, okay, go here. So right. Let me just go to my channel. I'm going to post right now an AI video, and you can watch me do it. Okay, and see how easy it is to do. So if I go to my channel, so guys, right now on YouTube, right down the bottom of the screen, okay, you'll see home, shorts, and a plus button. Okay, click on the plus button. All right, now to the left hand side of the record button, there's a little button that says add. If you click add, 1 second, this way gets a bit glitchy because it might not work the first time. No, it's not going to work. Hold on. What should happen is it should bring up a new button, and I noticed on YouTube it's not going to work tonight, is it? It's going to be a bit glitchy. Give me a second. Right, cool. Right, you see where it says create video? Okay, if I click create there, all right, now it will give me an idea. Okay, so if I go, dancing in the street. Okay, right, and then I go, do I want, right, realistic, anime, right, let's go for anime, that's more fun. I then click create. What it's going to do is going to give me 4 pictures. From those 4 pictures, it's actually going to make me a short video that I can post directly onto Facebook from my phone. So here we go. Right, so there's 4 pictures, okay? Let's take the guy in the bottom left. Click on that picture. Okay, and then I'm going to click create a video. And what it's now going to do is now going to make him dance. Once it makes him dance, I can then add music. Once I add the music, I can then post it directly onto my social media page. So if you're feeling particularly lazy, you want to do something, just want to keep your post going, you can, right, here we go. So that's, so if I click continue, I click done. I then go add sound. Can you guys hear that music?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. Watch. Okay, if I go next, video is now made. Okay, I changed the video to public. Okay, I come, let's schedule it for tomorrow. Sorry, tomorrow. Okay, at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Okay. So it's now set to go live tomorrow. Leave it all there, not pay for kids, upload. That will now go live tomorrow at 4 o'clock on my YouTube channel. I've now got a snappy little reel that people can watch. See the last one there, I got a pic. The last one I did that was Santa in the Tour de France, but I didn't load that one. Cups of coffee. I mean, not major. I mean, what we got here, I mean, one's got 400 views, one's got 100 views, one's got 200 views, but there's no effort going into them. And that will go live on Friday as my Friday feeling video. And I post it every Friday.
Can you create your own characters and do that?
Do you know what, Chris? Let's have a look. I don't think. Let's try something here. No. For some reason, it won't let you add your own pictures yet. You've got to. It's quite good, Chris. If you really describe what you want. Okay, so if I go there, then go there, go create. If you really tell it what you want. Okay, then it will do it. The more descriptive you are, the better it is. Okay, I mean, if you look at what, one second, let's go back to, come out of there. Second, Chris, sorry, mate, let's come out of there. Come out of there. Right, so watch Chris, right, what's this one, guys? I said to it, make me a black guy DJing on the Starship Enterprise, Chris. Okay, and here's what it did for me. Okay, so as you can see, it's not too bad. Okay, you know, and you can do realistic, cartoon, manga, and for a short, snappy Friday fit video, it's easy. And it doesn't take effort. You know, sometimes, guys, it's about not putting effort in to make it good. You know?
You can't do famous people.
I don't know. Who do you want?
Well, I'm thinking, obviously, I could put a famous person to one of my songs.
Yeah, give me a name of someone.
Mo Salah. Mo.
I was just a second. I thought, excuse me, 1 second. Mo Salah, 1 second. Mo Salah. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if it brings it up. Let's go for it. Let's see if it can grab his picture. It might do, it might not. Let's see what it is. I've never tried.
You have spelled it wrong, by the way, so I don't think that's going to matter.
Have I? Okay, give me a second. We'll try again. No, you can't. It won't let you.
We can't generate realistic people. Trust me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. So no. So the answer to that, the answer to that one is no, you can't.
And you can't put your own characters in either, which is a bit.
I don't, Chris, tell the truth, don't know, never tried.
Okay.
There might be a way to do it. Okay, I've just never tried to do it. I did try before, but for some reason, it literally just wouldn't let me. So if I put a picture, in, Chris, it won't. No, it won't. Hold on.
So it won't let you do your own videos. Won't let you do your own characters either.
No, you have to use the AI. So by the look of it, to make it work, Chris, you have to describe what you want, and then it makes it. But what you can do, you can keep going and keep going. I've never tried it myself. It may do, Chris. I have to check. Okay. But for simple video making AIs on a Friday afternoon or for Monday about your business, it's ideal. You know, and the more descriptive you are, the better it is, Chris. It just works really well.
Okay,
you know, and again, it's free, guys. You can't argue with free. Okay, and if you're stuck for a Friday afternoon video, just make a funny video and post it. You know, all you try to do is you're trying to get people to engage with your channel. And I think that's the sort of goal you know you want to do. And if you do that right, then yeah.
Rob, can you put this in sort of concise article on shared obviously group WhatsApp?
Well, once you put the video onto YouTube, you can download it. Okay. So you can download it, Zarika, onto your desktop of your phone. And then
no, I'm not talking about me downloading YouTube. I'm talking about this that you talked about. So because I kind of got lost, I kind of remember the process. Sorry, I wasn't precise.
That's all right.
This obviously applies to people who have YouTube's channel, and then you can play with it. But it's interesting. I don't have YouTube channel yet,
right
but
then.
I would
if
like
you
to
don't have a YouTube channel.
have this. Yeah.
Let me just do something for you once again. Let me stop broadcasting.
I hope to have one.
If you don't have a YouTube channel, here's where we're going to go back to. Right, 1 second, guys.
See, Adobe.
Yeah. Okay. So
back to Adobe.
So in Adobe Express, guys. Okay. Let me share my screen again. Let me share my screen again. 1 second. Let's share my screen. Share screen. So in Adobe Express. Okay. Right, guys. Can you see my screen?
Still circling now. Yes.
Okay. Right. In Adobe Express. Okay. I did the other day. I did see it. So in Adobe Express, it has. It did appear the other day. Excuse me, because it's something new the other day. And I thought, oh, that's new. And where's it now gone? So let's go to videos. Oh, sorry, at the end here. Sorry, AI. So if you go to AI here, guys, all right, you can now do AI pictures or AI videos. Okay, inside Adobe Express. Okay, and I've just got to work because it actually only appeared the other day. And I'm still trying to work out where it's gone. So if I go to videos and it says generative AI, I click on that, and if I go to video, it should. Oh, 1 second. Generate image. It is on here, guys, but believe it or not, it only appeared about a week ago. And inside here somewhere, when they make it semi-decent, you can generate images. But it did appear. And I'm very struggling here to work out why I can't find the videos. But in Adobe Express, guys, you can make AI videos and you can make AI images as well. Okay, it's just that for some reason, as they've been upgrading it, they've made it a bit harder to use. And I only found this up, by mistake. I didn't even know it was going to be in there. So inside here, there is an AI video maker. We've just got. What I'll do is I'll find where it is. Okay, and I'll send you a link to find the page.
Okay, so you just say Adobe is free for 6 videos.
No, Adobe Express is free for posting for up to 6 social media pages and everything else. So all the stuff you see here is all free. So for instance,
so that's daily.
No, it's just free.
You say 6 up to 6.
Social media pages.
Social media pages, and you can do it every day.
There's no limit on how many times you post.
Okay. It's just that there's a volume of
it doesn't matter at the moment. Okay, but in here there should be the AI video. Here we go. So we have. Why is it not bringing it up? Templates. Yeah, I have to find it again, but there is definitely an AI video maker in here. I saw it last week, but as per usual, they've moved it somewhere. I've got to find it. But also, Zarika, if there's a video you particularly wanted, you might find it here anyway. They have thousands and thousands of pre-made videos you can use for everything and anything. Okay, so if you want to say to do natural healing, okay, you just go here, Tarika, you type natural healing, and it brings up all these pre-made templates, and they're all like little videos that run for doing things, you know. So whatever you possibly, so let's say for you want to do your Reiki, you could use something like this. It's pre-made. All you do is just change the wording. Okay, so all these things here, all pre-made. So sometimes you don't need AI. You just want a pre-made template to use. And these templates were really good. And you just click on them, just change the wording, and off you go. I think the difference in the free one and the paid one is the paid one. You see where it's got that like little crown there, guys? That's a premium one. That one's not. Don't ask me why. There's no difference. Okay, what you see, most probably half of them are premium and half are free. But there's so many in there, you're never going to have a problem with any of them. You can go forever on the free ones. The paid ones, I use the whole suite for my work. So, but yeah, as you can see, guys, it's just, you know, under natural healing, all these different templates.
I've forgotten which one I used. And then, you know, it suddenly just said, oh, you know, you used the premium features. And afterwards I couldn't turn to free, and then I deleted, so I can't make anything, and I dropped it.
If you go into Adobe Express, okay, there's more than enough stuff in here to keep you going for the next 3 years with videos, templates, banners, posters, and if you want to post to more than 2 or 3 social media places, you can do it from here at the same time. You know, that's the goal, guys. You know, so yeah. So I will post. I'll put a link into the Facebook page later on for this.
Super.
Okay,
Thank you, Rob.
And
it's really fantastic.
And this is the best free program out there because it's everything
so far up to date. I hope they won't take it away.
Okay, no, this one's always going to be free. But the reason why I said to guys use this one is from one location you can do all your social media without leaving it. You can write your posts and post them. You can do reels and post them. You can do videos and post them from one location. So you're not going from pillar to post, if that makes sense.
Super.
But yeah, this is my go-to. Like, if you see a lot of stuff I do, I don't use AI, I use this. Because it's just far easier. Just click on it, change the words, download it, you've got a post. And there's everything inside here. So look, wellness evenings, all sorts of things. So yeah. So guys, is there any more questions?
Wow, you exhausted them all, Robbie. That is really wonderful. Thank you for your resourcefulness.
I try and do sometimes they're structured. This one I just thought I'd do a general, going through generally marketing, because there's so many great things we can use there. We're all getting confused what to do, confused where to post. We're being told to post 800 times here and it's not working. So my approach to life is, if it's not working, stop doing it.
Well, as I did.
Yeah. Okay. And go for a reset. Stop it, reset, start again.
Yeah, that is what I'm going to do once I complete my 62 weeks of purification.
Yes, exactly. Okay,
so
listen, guys, challenge anyone. If you got YouTube, make a YouTube video, post it tomorrow, and just do something funny for a Friday. So for Arana, she can do a music one. Shivani can do a book one. Chris can do a football one. Crystal can do a crystal one. Ruth is there as well, can do a roof one. As well.
Super.
Okay, guys, and it's all just think of it. Don't make work for yourselves. That's the goal. Because if you make work for yourselves, all it does is stress you out. And if you get stressed out, you don't end up working.
Yeah, super.
You know? Yeah. So yeah.
True, absence of stress is a path to healing. I remember that.
Yeah. No worries, guys. Okay, listen.
And because that's here at Adobe Express, you said, right?
Yeah. I'll put a link in a minute.
But it's free, but it's only for 14 days free.
No, it's not, is it?
Yeah.
Adobe Express. There should be a free version of Adobe Express.
Well, it's telling me I just opened it and it says straight away 14 days free and.
Oh no! No! Wait, I'll send you a link. Don't click on that. Okay. It's there. There is definitely a free version. Don't click on that.
This is the app for Adobe Express.
Yeah, no, do it on desktop. I'll send you a link on desktop to use it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Right. Everyone enjoy their evenings. Okay, and we shall all chat again same time next week. Okay.
Thank you, Robbie. That was wonderful. Good to see everybody. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the weekend. Bye.
Bye.